We are back. It is fight week between Jake Paul, Mike Perry. As you can see, I'm in Tampa, Florida, and as you're about to see, it was for a specific reason, not just to be a part of fight night, but fight week buildup. I hosted my first face-to-face on the MVP DAZN marriage. It was here between Jake Paul and Mike Perry. But before we get there, as you guys know, you can only watch this fight in one place, and that's on DAZN. If you guys are looking to watch this fight, which I know you are, the king of violence, the problem child, bare knuckle boxing's best, El Gallo de Dorado, you can use my custom link to order the fight on DAZN this week. And how about this? If you sign up for 12 months on DAZN, you get $10 off the fight, and you get 1 month upfront free. That is how you get it done and watch the fight this Saturday. I want to see you guys there. Now, with that being said, not because of me, but I may have inadvertently hosted one of the funniest, refreshing in a way, face-to-faces I've seen in a very long time, but there are some things that happened that I want to go in further detail with, some behind the scenes, some things you maybe didn't get to see, and I can tell you why. Let's go through the Jake Paul versus Mike Perry face-to-face. And from my perspective and yours at home, who really won this face-to-face? Did anyone get a mental advantage, and why? The breakdown. Let's go.
Jake Paul is in for an incredible year this year as he takes on one of, if not the greatest boxers ever, Iron Mike.
Okay, a couple things. I know we're just not getting into it. Number one, why the Dave & Buster's? One, who doesn't like Dave & Buster's? I will bust all of your asses in the Dave & Buster's basketball game. Don't see me out. I don't care if you're 11 or 25. I'm getting buckets on you. And two, obviously, because they have great food, refreshing drinks, massive TVs, and they're going to be a part of the event in a big way. So I thought it was a cool thing to do. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. So
live on DAZN from the Amalie Arena here in Tampa. And you can get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com starting at $20.
I will say, when Jake walked through here, these kids were so loud. They were pumped, man. I don't know if these were industry plants. I don't know. But there were actual people. Like the Dave & Buster's was operating that day, so these kids were in there playing their game and stuff, and as soon as they saw Jake come in, he came in like the side door or whatever, they started going crazy. Hey man, dude's a superstar, you know what I'm saying? This would happen if any of the influencers, you know what I'm saying, came through, and this is a fan base that is clearly theirs, you know? So the kids were asking for autographs and pictures and the whole thing. It was a crazy thing to see.
El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul, versus...
There's a kid screaming bloody murder back there. Got his hand caught in the freaking bowling ball machine or whatever. Someone please help that poor child.
The king of violence, the best of the bare knuckle, platinum Mike Perry.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, we're in Dave & Buster's, by the way.
And don't forget BBL #WADE.
Okay.
BBL
The
W.A.D E.
man, the myth, the legend.
It's the name I'm going by now. We are in...
That is not the name I'm going by. Okay, I need to explain this. There was some random Instagram live I was doing from my house one night where I was cooking and I was showing people that I have cooking skills, because I do have cooking skills. The man whose hairline can only be saved by your favorite dish on Thanksgiving, Jake Paul, decided to stroll into my live stream and randomly start calling me BBL W.A.D.E, and now he won't stop doing it. I am not BBL W.A.D.E. I better not see that in my comments section.
Is this the first time you've seen each other this fight week?
Yes. Yeah, first time we've seen each other in a while. You're looking pretty good.
Thanks, bro.
You're looking
too.
clean, looking dapper.
Nice.
I think
right off rip. We like that.
I think the shoes are fake though.
Yeah, why not, man? They only made 2 pair. They say they're $500K
I don't know.
apiece.
What else are you lying about?
That's fine, bro. I'm from the hood, bro. At least these bitches look
from
good.
private
They match my fit.
You went to private school.
Mike, you've been...
This was an interesting thing right off rip. Jake clocked that Mike's shoes were fake, and I think it immediately kind of changed the energy of this face-to-face. I think Mike wanted to come in a little more serious and kind of get in Jake's head, but Jake flipped it on him real quick with the fake shoes thing, and you could tell I don't think Mike was ready for it. I didn't even notice what kind of shoes Mike was wearing, but this is the mental warfare that goes on in these face-to-faces, and I'm just looking at this screen now, dude. These two are a match made in chaos. This was, again, just the beginning of the hilarity that's going to ensue here.
Nobody fucks with me. Nobody messes with me. So it's fun to have somebody that is pushing and promoting and you know, doing the things that I usually try to do. And he's doing it at a high level. And I can't wait to showcase my abilities against a tough guy like this.
You're looking at him...
The thing about Mike is he can say something seemingly normal like that and then completely shift every single fiber in his being to go batshit crazy.
Fight, man. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be great. I like punching. Gotta freshen up.
You give me some of that?
You get some W in there.
Appreciate that.
You want some? You want some W?
There it is.
You're smelling good. You're gonna smell good when you get knocked
good.
the fuck
I'll
out.
say this. You smell good when you get knocked the fuck out. The W did smell good. Fair play to Jake. He's come up with a great product here. I took a couple of whiffs. I think he might have aimed it a little too close to my face when he did it.
You get some W in there.
Like, I may have caught a couple of whiffs. I think you can see my nostrils even flaring a bit because I wasn't ready for the high impact. I think there's probably a 6-inch rule there. And trust me, I know a lot about, never mind. W product, name value, and in quality.
And he makes a lot of mistakes, even on his mitt work video that he posted today. You know, he's chin up in the air like this, short punches like, my head is not gonna be here, and his coach is teaching him to punch right there. So it's like, there's nothing he can do.
Yo, I gotta watch that motion one more time. What are we doing here? It looks like Jake's churning butter out here, folks.
Chin up in the air like this, short punches like, my head is not gonna be here, and his coach is teaching him to punch right there. So it's like, there's nothing he can do. And I respect it. He's very violent. It's not taken away from Mike Perry. He could beat a lot of people, but he can't beat me.
So Jake says 2 rounds max, and the reasons he gives, fair play, are pretty good ones. Like, Mike does have some verifiable holes in his game, and he'll even say those things. Like, he knows coming into this fight, he's going to get punched in his face. He has admitted it, he has accepted it, and he almost relishes it, right? He wants to get into that kind of war, that back and forth, that 50-50 trade in the pocket with Jake. So I think that him versus Mike Perry, which is why I'm so excited about it, is a fight I can judge against it. Couldn't really do that with Andre August, could not do that with Ryan Borland, but you can with this one, at least to a certain degree. So we'll see.
Every MMA fighter
This is what they said, but these MMA fighters ain't been doing what I've been doing.
Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley was an actual champion. You're not an actual champion.
Prime. They were older. I'm just now reaching prime.
Damn, Jake just shitting on bare knuckles. He is though, all right? Mike Perry is a champion in bare knuckle boxing. That sport is its own thing. I will respect the belt in bare knuckle because there are a lot of guys in the UFC that would and have come over to bare knuckle and not looked the same. World champions that come over there and Mike's beat them up. He's put away real guys, MVP. Like he's done a number on world champions in other sports. So I gotta give Mike his respect in the bare knuckle.
Hey, English or Spanish?
Don't.
Okay, so before we get here, I know what the English or Spanish trend is online. I've seen the speed live streams. I thought Jake was gonna go that route with it, which is why I kind of interjected with the don't say that. But luckily he kept it boxing.
Whoever moves first loses the fight.
All right, we're gonna continue this. Jake, you've had a point to tell Mike Perry.
Oh, low-key Jake might have moved first. Hold on. Now again, this is just the camera on Jake, so I don't know if there's 2 different angles here, but there is a little bit of a lip quiver here from Jake, unless that was like 3D edited in. You see that? Do we see that little movement right there? And again, the top lip moves. And again, maybe that's just like a zoom effect or something, but that, again, it's one angle. That might be a Jake Paul L right there. He might have moved first.
A point to tell Mike Perry, he's
Right
private
there.
school Perry, that...
Oh, but Mike is now moving his eyebrow and his nostril. And again, I don't know. Mike said that he was moving to counter Jake moving, to like make fun of him that he moved. So Mike might have been right all along here.
all this tough
See,
guy
he moved
stuff
his
is not
eyebrow.
fazing you at all. Do you think he's putting on a little bit of an act, or do you think that Mike walks it like he talks it?
Just no one paying attention to my question
Got it.
at all.
Mike, don't break.
You moved. You moved your lip, bro. Zoom in on the edit.
Yeah, zoom in
on the
no,
edit.
No, don't edit it. Because he quivered. I was mocking you. If you went
Oh,
like that,
this,
bro.
you went like that. And I was mocking you, bro.
You're losing. It's a game.
Your
You're
hair
losing.
is moving. It's moving away from your head.
Hey, bro.
let's settle this before Mike starts spitting flames. Number one, Jake moved first. The Lip Quiver Conspiracy of 2024. Again, there was a one-shot camera angle, so maybe something happened in this area, right? In the nose, nostril to lip area. Looking back at the footage with the analytical expertise and movement body experts I've consulted, we all think that Jake Paul moved first. Now, Mike did not have to go this crazy on the rebuttal, but I like it. Freestyle ability.
And I was mocking you, bro.
You're losing. It's a game.
Your hair is moving. It's moving away from your head.
Hey, bro. I'm going to Turkey soon, okay? Some of us aren't blessed with luscious hair like you, bro. And I'm gonna make a W product that can regrow
My grandpa all the way to 84, man, was nice.
Nice with it.
I could borrow some, maybe?
Yeah, I'll shave something for you.
Thank you. He's a generous
I like
guy.
this, man. You guys are getting along a little bit.
I don't know.
It's gonna be a fun fight, man. I'm excited for a battle. I do like getting punched, and I like punching too.
Just immediately right back to it. But again, Mike is getting to the point where his neck is becoming a crossword puzzle of veins, and it's kind of scaring me.
Jake, you are taking this fight knowing you have Mike Tyson in a couple months. How does this one differ from that to you? Is this just...
That's not happening. How many days do you go, I'm not trying to dive into your relationship, but like how many days do you edge before the fight?
No idea where that came from. The question was, look at my face. Why am I so interested in this answer? I'm so cooked after this video now.
His team, I don't know if they're lying to you a little bit about, your capabilities against me in this fight on Saturday, man. I'm gonna be something you have not.
That's interesting. Mike has kind of stayed on that same level on the talking point about Jake throughout this whole buildup. He's like, your team hasn't prepared you for me. Maybe they're not telling you the truth about what it is that I am or where your abilities are in comparison to mine or where your abilities are at all. And he said that talking about that spar, it feels like Mike thinks very much so that back then and now, Jake's team are not honest with him about what it is that he's getting into with this fight. And that he maybe is not as prepared, even like he was maybe back 3 years ago for Mike Perry. Now he thinks it's probably even worse. I would agree with him that when Jake was starting to box, his team would protect him in some spars and others probably would let him go a little further, but that was because he was new to boxing. Now, from what I'm told, and from what you see as far as who Jake has fought, they've pretty much let him choose what he wants to do. I will keep saying this because people just don't seem to hear it, or maybe they just don't want to. You don't take Mike Perry on a couple weeks or a month notice if you're ducking tough fights. That's just not what you do. In this case, I don't know if Mike is accurate when he's talking about they lied to you, they're not telling you. I think they know, just like Jake knows, exactly what he's in for.
You are so hung up on the spar.
I'm gonna take my chances.
You are so hung up on the spar, and you keep on trying to defend yourself because you know what happened, and you're searching for validation.
You know what happened too, though.
Well, let's talk about it.
I taught you a lot that day.
Let's talk about it then, because
you taught me that you suck.
And I'm gonna teach you more. I'm gonna teach you this weekend. Jake, that I'm harder than you, that you're green, that there's still things for you to learn, that I've learned through the combat sports industry of being here for the last 10 years.
Just how hard, you said you're harder than me, just how hard are you?
Okay, before we get into this shit, when he says stuff like that, you're green, I've been here for 10 years, you just don't know what it took to get here. A lot of people make this mistake with Jake. It's not that they're wrong, and Mike isn't wrong. All the stuff he said there is 1000% facts. Jake is newer to combat sports than Mike is, but he's more experienced in boxing specifically than Mike is. Mike did have to come up through a tough background in the UFC, cutting his teeth, the whole thing. It did make him better. It did make him tougher, stronger, all that. Problem is relying on the fact that you've been in the game of combat sports longer and relying on the fact that Jake is green, has gotten MMA fighter after MMA fighter after MMA fighter beaten by Jake because he is not as green as they are in boxing. He has dedicated time, money, effort, sweat, tears, blood, all that. And, I mean, let's just be honest, he's undefeated against these MMA fighters. Why they lose, it's a bit of an underestimation as to what Jake actually brings to the fight.
I just doubt you're harder than me.
You can doubt it all you want, but I'm gonna fucking show you.
I'm busting off the Liquid Cialis right now.
That's okay.
Mike is speaking colloquially, like his body is hard, like he has worked hard, he's got muscles, he's trained, his mind is hardened from all the wins and losses and struggles and triumphs in combat sports. Jake literally means his penis is hard. Literally he's talking about his own genitals and saying he is harder than Mike is off the Liquid Cialis.
Yeah, but the whole body, he's soft and supple.
Oh, no, I was talking about
all of it, the whole thing.
Oh no, I was talking about something else.
Everything.
I think we get it, gentlemen. Mike.
I didn't know. I felt like if I didn't step in there was going to have to be like a showdown, and I didn't want to see that, and we were in a family environment at the Dave & Buster's, so I had to move it on.
He only remembers 5 rounds.
We sparred 5.
No, it was 6.
You don't even remember because you got your head fucking blasted off. I have the footage. It's 5 rounds and you don't even remember. It's all fucking shit's flying around. There's not much going on up there.
Maybe I don't remember. I've been doing this shit a long time.
Oh no, dude. Mike has been steadfast in this idea that this was a 6-round spar that Jake quit after 5 on. So they didn't even go the full 6, and he had an 8-round fight, and they didn't want to go the full 8. And now he's like, I don't know if I even remember. I want Mike to fire off at him. Say something about his hair again, Mike. Come on.
Your little baby green punches can't even fucking reach my brainstem, bro. I'm gonna dig through your eyeball and find your memories.
Please don't do that.
That's what we like. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I meant when I said Mike Perry out of nowhere can create magic with his mind, brainstem, and then it flows through his voice. He said, your little baby green punches can't even touch my brainstem. I'm gonna poke out your eyes and reach your memories or something. Ugh.
Oh wow, you got some real
That's
fucked
Eddie
up shit on
Alvarez's
that.
eye right there.
That might be infected, brother.
No, that's normal.
You should check that out.
It's normal.
That might have hepatitis C.
No, I'm clean.
Can we get a doctor
I'm
on
a
that?
clean athlete.
Is anyone here a doctor?
Let me show you guys what Jake's talking about, because this is a little bit of an odd thing on Mike's hand. I don't know that I've ever seen a swelling like this. This is the finger that Jake was talking about. He said that's Eddie Alvarez's eye. He punched Eddie Alvarez with this part of his knuckle and it's still swollen there? Or like it got a bone spur? That, to me, does look infected. I don't know what that is. It did look like something you'd see out of like the villainous acting like a good guy professors in the Harry Potter movies. It didn't look great.
In competition, countless days of 16-ounce gloves, full gear in a 95-degree gym, training with, heavyweights, cruiserweights, middleweights, whatever. Lots of different people. No one even comes close to hurting me.
It's a good point that Mike made, to be honest. Like, we talk about bare knuckle and okay, well, he's done this in bare knuckle, he's done this in bare knuckle. He doesn't train bare knuckle, right? He trains with boxing gloves on. And maybe, he doesn't train in the same rule set that he would train for a boxing match because bare knuckle's a little different. Maybe he's clinching more in training. I don't know. Just because he fights bare knuckle doesn't mean his training style is that. He does train with the gloves on. He trains with the headgear. He trains with boxers. He trains with all different types of skill levels and weight classes. And also, the point that he made that I think is a good one, I don't think Mike is going to run out of cardio, at least not as big a cardio issue as maybe some of the other guys that have come over from MMA and not been used to the boxing specific kind of 3-minute round type and longer round types. Not that bare knuckle has 10 rounds or anything like that. I think that plus, training with it continuously for he has, I guess, the last 4 or 5 years does give Mike an advantage over some of the other MMA guys for sure.
In my position, in my shoes, but
In your fake shoes.
that's fine.
He went back to the fake shoes again.
It's gonna be real all this weekend.
Hell yeah, they will be.
Real this weekend.
Dude,
I got lots of
sick
nice
comeback.
real shoes.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Like I said, bro, those people online don't know shit about boxing, so they just take it and run with it. It's rigged if you win, and you ain't shit when I win. So that's how it's gonna go. So fuck all them. It's you and me. We'll be in the ring. Our team, it's a great team versus my great team. I think they're great. You can say whatever you want about them, but I know that we put in a lot of work and effort and a great game plan, and I don't mind getting punched in my face, so the game plan ain't changing.
Sick. That's what's up, bro.
Jake,
Okay, cool.
I'm happy for you and all that.
It pisses Mike off when Jake just takes the piss. Mike says something that in his own way, and it's a great message. Like, Mike's like, listen, I don't care what the people outside of this fight say. They're gonna say if Jake wins that it's rigged, and if I beat you that you weren't anything to begin with, that you were the Disney kid or whatever. He's making a lot of sense, but Jake just fucking trolls him, and Mike's like, cool, yeah, cool, and just gets pissed because he's trying to say some real shit here.
Against a man that no one had ever put down, and I did it in 40 seconds. No one had ever done that to Thiago the Pitbull Alves, not George St. Pierre, not any of the great fighters that he fought, not in the bare knuckle. No one hurt him. 40 seconds. I just tapped him on the chin.
Well, you know what's funny about that is I'm certainly not Thiago Alvarez.
It's Thiago Alves, Jake. That was an impressive victory for Mike, and Thiago is not, you know, maybe in his prime like he was in the UFC and stuff like that. But again, what Mike's done in bare knuckle is impressive. He's put down legends, he's put down former world champions, he's put down everybody that he's gone against, and it's made him the king of violence. That's why he is who he is.
Oh, you like this, and that's a good spot for my left hand.
5 days away, you'll see.
Good spot. Look at that big old face, big old chin.
You think
Tubby,
it's cute though?
Tubby Wubby. Tell her Tubby.
I'm my fat, tubby, happy self.
Tubby Wubby.
Body proud. Fat proud.
Good for you, man.
To all my fats out there, stay strong.
To all my fats out there.
Little GH.
Nope.
They look
No,
pretty,
no. I'm clean, baby.
busted
I'm
up
clean.
there.
Very clean
Pretty
athlete.
thick.
I've been tested by USADA for years. I've been on drug tests. All my fights I get tested. I'm a very clean athlete. I eat chicken, salad, steak, sweet potato, rice. Oh, just fucking eating pasta for this one. Lots of spaghetti for this one.
That's what's up.
So good. I'm the best. And I'm here to show the world. They all gonna watch thanks to you, Jay.
Mike's getting fired up now. Now Mike's getting fired up. Jake called him, Mike came out of his shell in the last part of this, and now he's getting fired up, and this is, again, where we get one of the greatest moments I've ever seen in a face-to-face. Because now Mike's, he's fully amped up. He's ready to go. Now he's got Jake right where he wants him. He's about to go full promo. Complete and utter chaos is ensuing.
Thank you. They finally gonna see me.
I know, you can thank me.
Oh, brother, let me tell you what they're gonna see.
This is insane. He did a full character change in the middle of it. But I think this is just Mike's excitement and the way it comes out of him. He looks like a turtle. It's insane how quickly he rounded his back and some spirit within him came out in the form of Randy fucking Savage. And then Jake is the obvious Hulk Hogan to Randy Savage. That's what we have here. We have Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. This is the Mega Powers back together again. Let's just watch and enjoy this.
Oh, brother, let me tell you what they're gonna see. Let me tell you what they're gonna see, Michael Perry.
You listen to me, brother. You're going down, flat into the ground. When I get my hands on you Saturday night, I'm gonna eat you in one bite.
Bars, okay. Bars. Me and Mike both. I say okay. WWF mid-80s promo rap battle, because now we're throwing bars.
You're Michael Perry.
He's rhyming, but you ain't got the
scary.
timing.
You ain't
got
scary,
the
Michael
speed that you
Perry.
need.
All you are
All
is
you
hairy.
got is greed. And
You
you're
don't
gonna
want
bleed.
this? I'm gonna take a piss all on your grave. You ain't brave.
He broke Mike for like half a second. Mike broke for like half a second, and then he heard "piss on your grave" and it processed, and then he just whole freaking serious method actor mode and went from laughing to "you ain't killing me, you would never in your life." Like, it's crazy the way he changes. Look at this switch.
All on your grave. You ain't brave. Listen to me, brother. I'll show you who the American badass is.
Thought it was your brothers, the USA champion.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is the U.S. champion.
Barely beat Dylan Dennis.
That is right.
This is so crazy. It's true. Logan is the U.S. champion in the WWE. This was amazing, dude. This entire thing was phenomenally done. One of the most genuinely hilarious and just completely off the wall face-to-faces I've ever seen. The people behind the camera were dying the whole time, so I hoped it would come out well. Obviously, you guys enjoyed it, but let's wrap this up and see what I think about who actually took the cake and who actually won this thing.
Well, gentlemen,
That was good, bro. I felt like I needed that.
It's on pay-per-view,
I felt like I needed to get that.
This is on pay-per-view.
I was gonna say,
Y'all
let's
tune in, Emily Arena, Ticketmaster. Go get your tickets. We
Facts.
here in Tampa. Let's go!
Mike's doing my job for me. This is your main event this Saturday from the Amalie Arena.
Getting a little
One
sweaty
more.
and
I need
hot
one-
in here.
I need one more.
I did need one more. It was intense. The body juices were flowing, and I was also sweating in my extra medium shirt. Could someone have told me to wear like a better shirt? Again, the non-existent shoulders are one thing, but good God, I'm busting out the seams.
W, drink your Celsius.
Get that W. Treat
I'm
yourself
getting the W on
We'll
Saturday
see you
night.
Saturday
Hell
from the
of a
Emily Arena
Walmart.
live on pay-per-view. The king of violence, the problem child.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's wrap this up. I enjoyed that. I did. I usually don't like watching things back that I'm involved with, but I'm proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that. That came out very well, and I'm glad that I was a part of it in some way, form, or fashion. But these two are showmen, man. At the end of the day, that's what they are. They're showmen to the highest degree. Jake with his trolling, Mike with just the most Florida man energy and completely unpredictable things that are going to come out of his mouth. I love it. I think there were two things that really stuck out in this face-to-face that will absolutely play out in the fight. One, Mike Perry's belief in his strength, mental, physical, fortitude, ability to endure, all of that. And the second thing is, I think Jake also takes away from this Mike's belief in his strength and his danger and his power and his body and his ability to take punches, which is why I think Jake is even more confident that he's going to end this fight early. Jake looks at Mike and sees all the same things Mike does, but looks at them as a weakness. He thinks all of that stuff, chin in the air, the extra bravado on the punches and the lack of defense will lead to Mike walking onto a shot that he is not ready for. Both guys don't think they're ready for the others, and whether it's how hard they both are or aren't, the suppleness and or flubberiness in their face, body, and orifices, or the fact that they may need to move in together and be best friends for the rest of their lives, because I think that's a possibility after this fight as well. They are almost too similar to be not blood related, but who really does have the answer? Who sees the weakness in the other and can exploit it? Who will win this fight? Much like this face-to-face, I don't have the answer, so you tell me in the comment section below, and while you're there, click that link to buy the pay-per-view this Saturday, July 20th, using my code. Appreciate you guys, and as we always end off, when these two step into the ring on Saturday night in the main event, Jake Paul, Mike Perry, who wins, don't have those answers, but we're one day closer, so guess we'll find out.